Yeah, I had a question about the defense and kind of focusing on that. I mean, we all as fans kind of know the big picture stuff of success for a defense. You know, don't give up points, create turnovers, get off the field on third downs. What I'd be curious is, we may not see all that. What would you be looking for to see on the nuances on a play-by-play basis, the small things that shows to you that the defense is getting it, that they are getting better? You know, what's those small things that we can look for as a fan that says, this is what's working, even if it's not showing up in the big picture?
Ken?
And I'm going to write a column on this, but leverage. Look to see that the men on the outside of the defense are more outside than the outside runner, okay? You got to funnel everything back to the inside. Last year, they were terrible. They would hit with the wrong shoulder. Can you come here just for a second?
Yeah.
Just stand right here.
You gonna hit me?
No.
I gotta get this on tape.
Yeah. Okay, so the sideline's out here. I'm an outside linebacker. I need, and the guy's gonna run here. I need to be able to hit him and keep this arm free. What the worst thing is for me to hit with the wrong shoulder, and he can block me in, and now the outside is covered. You would see that constantly last year. Missed tackles. One game last year, 33 missed tackles. Just count how many missed tackles there are, and they're not going to be 33. There may not be 33 in 6 games. So those are two things to look for.
Well, part of it comes back to the question on the assistant coaches. Jim Leavitt's going to be a guy who's going to be running around and pretty fired up. I mean, last year, again, different coaches have different ways of doing things. Brady Hoke, Don Pelham had their ways, but if, you know, there was a tackle not made, the defensive coordinator wasn't sprinting 40 yards down the field and getting somebody's face, and you'll see that this year. And I think guys will realize that. The guys will say, hey, you know, if we're going hard, at least, you know, make the effort to play. If you miss it with the effort. But I think last year we saw guys where there was just, you know, guys completely out of place. There was a lack of effort, and if it happened, you know, they'd run off with their head down, and, oh, there'd be a little meeting on the bench on the sideline. But I think you'll see with the defense coordinator, they know will be a lot quicker to get to them and say, hey, look, you got to turn this thing around. I think it'll be a little bit of a change there.
Fabulous defensive coordinator powered by Pepsi. You just got to make sure that Pepsi is not considered an illegal drug, or he's not going to pass the drug test.
Ken, this is Oregon. You can get away with a lot in this state. I think confidence is not something you're going to be able to see from the stands, but I was talking to Jim Leavitt the one time I got him to slow down and talk to me one-on-one, and we were talking about Colorado, and, you know, he didn't want it for print, but he's like, you know, they're saying, well, he had all these NFL guys because they had 4 players picked in the draft this year, and he's like, when I got there, they were saying these guys were bums, and we turned them into NFL players, them and their hard work. And he sees a lot of those same type of guys at Oregon, guys that have, you know, been through hell really and back, that have talent, that still have a chance to have a good junior or senior season and you know, finish like Colorado did. So I think those guys will have confidence. Now, if Southern Utah comes in here and somehow makes them look like last year, all of a sudden the confidence is gone. But I think they will start the year very confident.